They say strength wears armor, but hers was made of wool. The world told her she would never stand, never run, never live like the others. And yet the first time I saw her, she was moving. Not with legs, but with something else. The crowd gasped, cameras flashed, and in that moment I knew this was no ordinary animal. Because what she did next defied every law of nature I had ever believed in. Hi. My name is Claire, I'm 32 years old, and I volunteer at an animal sanctuary in Vermont. I've always loved animals, but one changed my life forever. Her name was Kiki, a sheep born with a severe spinal condition that left her unable to walk. Most said she wouldn't survive more than a few months. But destiny had other plans that would make her a symbol of hope for the world. The day Kiki arrived at the sanctuary, she looked fragile and broken. Her legs twisted, her body shaking, her eyes full of silent pain. I remember kneeling beside her, whispering, "We'll find a way." The staff wasn't sure if she could live without constant care. But deep inside, I saw something, fire in her eyes that refused to die. Every day was a battle. Kiki would try to move, dragging herself an inch across the straw. She'd collapse, exhausted, but then try again. Other sheep played around her, but she never gave up watching them. It was as if she believed, one day I'll join them. One evening, after another failed attempt, our sanctuary director whispered, "What if we give her wheels?" At first it sounded crazy. Who puts a sheep in a wheelchair? But hope doesn't follow rules. We called in a custom designer who agreed to build something special. When the chair arrived, everyone held their breath. It was small, bright, and built for her fragile frame. We lifted Kiki gently, strapping her tiny body in place. For a moment, she froze, confused. Then she pushed forward, and the wheels turned. The sanctuary erupted in gasps and tears. Kiki moved, slowly at first, then faster. Her woolly body rolled across the pen, eyes wide with wonder. The other sheep stopped and stared as if they knew something miraculous had just happened. And for the first time, Kiki stood tall, not with legs, but with courage. But progress never comes without pain. One afternoon, Kiki lost control and toppled over. She cried out, panicked, wheels tangled in the dirt. I rushed to her side, afraid she'd give up. Instead, she pressed her head against me, demanding to try again. Day after day, she grew stronger. She learned to steer, to turn, even to climb small slopes. Soon, Kiki was racing other animals, her wheels spinning like fire. Children visiting the sanctuary cheered as she rolled past them. In her eyes, I no longer saw pain. I saw freedom. One morning, music played from a visitor's phone. Kiki began to sway, her wheels moving rhythmically. She twirled in circles, kicking joy into the air. The children laughed, clapping along. That's when someone whispered, "She's dancing." Her story didn't stop there. Volunteers decided to take Kiki near the water for therapy. We placed her carefully into a small kayak, worried she might panic. Instead, she floated gracefully, head high, eyes on the horizon. Kiki wasn't just surviving, she was living a dream. Soon, disabled children began visiting her regularly. They rolled up in their own wheelchairs, shy and uncertain. Kiki approached them, bumping her nose gently against their hands. And something magical happened. Those children smiled. In her, they saw themselves and they saw hope. One video changed everything. A short clip of Kiki rolling in her chair playing with kids hit the internet. Within hours, it spread across TikTok, Instagram, and news sites. Headlines read, "Disabled sheep defies the odds." Millions watched and millions cried. The American Kennel Club honored her with a Heroic Animal Award. She rolled onto the stage, bright flowers tied to her chair. The audience stood, clapping through tears. The announcer said, "This is not just a sheep, this is a teacher of resilience." Kiki let out a soft bleat, as if she understood. Now, children from across the country visit just to meet her. She teaches them that strength isn't about legs or arms, it's about heart. Her sanctuary has become a place of healing, where hope is alive. Parents whisper thank yous, kids leave with new courage. And every day, Kiki keeps rolling forward. People ask me, why does the world love her so much? I say because she's proof that life can still be beautiful, even when broken. She dances, she plays, she inspires, and she reminds us that nothing is impossible. When I see her wheels spin in the sunlight, I don't see disability. I see freedom. I see love. I see Kiki. Some heroes fight with swords, some with shields. But Kiki, she fought with heart, with grace, and with wheels. If this story touched you, you are not alone. At Loyal Voice, we bring you real, emotional tales that deserve to be heard. Like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss the next miracle.